Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and welcome to the English News Binh Phuoc radio, television station and newspaper. And following are the headlines for today. Binh Phuoc, Nong and Ninh cooperative to develop culture, sport and tourism. Binh Phuoc Resistance War Association of Women held the first Congress in 2023-2028. Binh Phuoc Commune marked its 25th founding anniversary. Prime Minister paid working visit to Khánh Hòa province. Vietnam Holy See Relations records much progress officer. Vietnam joined ASEAN Central Bank official at meeting in Indonesia. And now other detail. The Department of Culture, Sport and Tourism in Binh Phuoc, Nong and Ninh provinces have signed a cooperative agreement to develop culture, sport and tourism in 2023-2025 periods.
Under the cooperative program, in the 2023-2025 period, Binh Phuoc, Nong and Ninh will coordinate and exchange experience and expertise in state management in the fields of culture, organize exhibitions on histories and culture, and send teams to compete in regional and national sports tournaments. Each province will act as a focal point for tourism businesses to exchange experience, cooperate in development, conduct surveys, and promote their tourism products and tourist routes. Based on the program, numerous activities will be held to maximize the potential and advantages of resources in the fields of culture, sports and tourism, boost support for mutual development, and contribute to promoting socio-economic development in the three neighboring provinces.
The Resistance War Association of Women of Binh Phuoc Province had held its first Congress for the 2023-2028 term, attended by more than 200 delegates from district, town and city in the locality who were outstanding resistance fighters.
During the resistance wars against the U.S., women in Binh Phuoc fought fiercely against the repression and terrorism of the U.S. and its puppet government and demanded the implementations of the Geneva Agreement. 48 years since the liberation of the South and the reunification of the country, the number of female resistance fighters in the province stands at nearly 1,500. Over 200 directly took part in fighting in Binh Phuoc province. Several districts and towns such as Bình Long, Đồng Xoài, Lộc Ninh and Phước Long have established branches of the association in recent times, creating conditions for the women to meet and recall the traditions of Vietnamese women in general and those from Binh Phuoc in particular. Following the Congress, members will continue to uphold their spirit and be a shining example for their children and grandchildren to follow. The association will improve its activities, support its affiliates, and raise membership throughout the province to encourage, support, and help each other.
Separated from other communes in April 1998, Binh Phuoc communes in the districts of the same name has seen huge changes since then, with people's lives increasingly improving.
25 years on, over 98% of households in Binh Phuoc commune have access to electricity, and there are 2 medical stations providing examinations and treatment. The commune has also removed all bamboo wall school classes, while criteria in traffic, irrigation, and new style rural areas have been implemented effectively. The agricultural economy has developed, with the total areas growing crops reaching more than 3,100 hectares, of nearly 1,800 hectares compared to 1998. The number of livestock and poultry is also growing. In recent years, the people of Binh Phuoc commune have paid greater attention to the applications of science and technologies in growing crops and raising animals, with land use effectively and rationally. Average annual income stood at 26.5 million Vietnam dong at the beginning of 2022. The commune will focus on developing its agricultural economy, especially the collective economies and organic farming. It will also concentrate on restoring its unique cultural and culinary features, developing services, and exploiting the tourism potential of Binh Phuoc National Park to become a tourist destination, creating jobs and boosting incomes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính visited Khánh Hòa General Hospital and SOS Children Village Nha Trang and attended the inaugural ceremony of a theater in Nha Trang City within the framework of his working visit to the South Central Province on April the 1st.
Within the framework of his working visit to Can Ho Province, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh visited and presented gifts to patients and their relatives, and learned about the hospital's service attitude, as well as its care and treatment for patients. The government leader stressed the need to mobilize resources, especially boosting public-private cooperation in investment, and improve the quality of medical examination and treatment. Visiting the SOS Children's Village Nha Trang, Prime Minister Chin lauded the village's staff in taking care of orphans, children living in special circumstances, and those becoming orphans due to the deadly COVID-19 pandemic. On this occasion, in the presence of the Prime Minister, Truong Jaya Bin, Chairman of the FPT Corporation, and Chairman of the founding Council of Hope School, that is dedicated to orphans due to the pandemic, welcomed 10 students from Can Ho Province to join the school in the central city of Da Nang. On the same day, the government leader attended the inaugural ceremony of Door Theatre in Nha Trang City. The theatre's design and architecture are inspired by a door, a traditional bamboo fish trap of Vietnamese people. He expressed his hope that Can Ho will increase its investment to become a cultural center of the country.
The Vietnam Policy Joint Working Group held a 10-round meeting in the Vatican on March 31st under the co-chairs of Vietnamese Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Lê Thị Thu Hằng and Miroslav Warshawski under Secretary of the Holy See Relations with State.
The Vietnam Policy Joint Working Group had a 10-round meeting in the Vatican on March 31st under the co-chair Vietnamese Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Lê Thị Thu Hằng and Monsignor Miroslav Warshawski, Under Secretary for the Holy See's Relations with States. At the meeting, the two sides shared the view that the relations between Vietnam and the Holy See have recorded much progress in recent past, as seen in the regular meetings and consultations, high-level delegation exchanges, and frequent pastoral visits by Archbishop Marek Zalewski, non-resident pontifical representative and special envoy of the Holy See to Vietnam. On this occasion, Hằng had a meeting with Secretary for the Holy See's Relations with States, Archbishop Paul Gallagher.
A delegation of the State Bank of Vietnam, led by its Deputy Governor Phạm Tiến Dũng, attended the ASEAN Central Bank Governor meeting, the ASEAN Finance Minister and Central Bank Governor meeting, and related events in Bali, Indonesia from March the 28th to the 31st.
A delegation of the State Bank of Vietnam, led by its Deputy Governor Phạm Tiến Dũng, attended the ASEAN Central Bank Governors meeting, the ASEAN Finance Ministers and Central Bank's Governors meeting, and related events in Bali, Indonesia, from March 28th to 31st. Dũng highly valued the proposals by the Bank Indonesia and Finance Ministry of Indonesia to deal with urgent issues facing countries and devise long-term orientations towards sustainable growth in the region. The Vietnamese official applauded the working committee's outcomes, asking them to consider the review plans for the set targets for 2025 and prepare for making plans for the 2025-2035 period.
And that's all for today on Binh Phuoc Radio Television Station and Newspaper News. Once again, thanks for watching and goodbye for now.